Hey, so it's been a while since I made a video. I think a couple days ago was Tuesday, so I'm just gonna start here. What I'm gonna start is with obviously my exposure that I did for people who are still following along that have choking phobia. My exposure, that I've been going through is it's getting a bit high. Like in terms of fear of choking on food, it's gone to about 35, and I've realized I need to get that number down. So I actually didn't write the number down after I was eating today. I was eating food today, and I ate some of it. And what happened was some of it, I didn't write the number, how it went down. I was just kind of zoning out and learning about psychology at that point. I wasn't really paying attention to how my anxiety was going down, which is actually not a good thing to be doing. You want to be able to pay attention when you do an exposure to your anxiety going down. So that's out of the way. Number two, I want to talk about a weird thing that's happening in my YouTube videos, which is I feel that I'm moving and it's really stressful. So for anyone that has any sort of OCPD, which is obsessive compulsive personality disorder, or any sort of trouble with change, like perhaps some sort of autism spectrum disorder, or people who don't like change, this move already has been really, really stressful for me. I can start with the fact that I came home today, and so there were movers and stagers in the house, and then in my dad's house. I live with him rent free. I honestly don't know why he does not charge me rent. The point is, I live there too, like in the basement, and so I come home yesterday, and there's they changed the whole house. Like, they remodeled it to make it more sellable. They staged it, is the word they use. So I had a big problem yesterday because I have a mini fridge that I leave in my kitchen area, the bar area, and I use it to store things like food, leftovers, and mostly Pepsi. Sometimes cheese. Things that need refrigeration. And I come home today and I noticed that it was unplugged. Someone unplugged my mini fridge. And I was gone from home. I was on, I basically left. My dad paid for a hotel for 7 days, so I would not be, I guess in everyone's way while they're staging the house. Or something, I'm not sure. Perhaps he did it because, I don't know, they hate me, the movers. That's another story. So they come and do that. I walk in today, about 7 days after they've staged the house, and I notice my mini fridge is unplugged. I'm like, what the fuck? So I plug it in. Then I open it, and I realize there's mold everywhere on my mini fridge. Not just a little piece here and there. Everywhere there was mold. Okay, where I put my Cokes, where I put everything, there was mold everywhere. So the fridge was a loss, right? Because, I could get some vinegar and shit and start doing that. It's like, why? I didn't cause this. That's what happens when you leave, I guess, a mini fridge unplugged and you don't clean it. That's why you need to keep it plugged in. So imagine, I did nothing to deserve this. What did I do? Like, in terms of I didn't cause this. I didn't cause my own mini fridge to be unplugged and then to cause mold happening in that mini fridge. That what happened was I became a victim of whatever the fuck they wanted to do. I became whatever they want to do. If they want to move, they moved out my desk. All right. They moved out all the chairs. They took off my gay and lesbian pride posters. Except for one, because I think they didn't understand it. The point is, they destroy the whole house. I walk back in, and I'm stuck with nothing. I don't have any way to redress this, because I'm paying rent free. I'm just getting fucked in the ass deeper and deeper and deeper, because there's nothing I can do about it. What am I going to do? I don't have the mover's phone number. I'm not selling the house. It's not my house to sell. So if someone thinks, well, fuck it, I'm just losing focus. So that's how moving for someone that has problems with change is their thought process. You know, that's their thought process. And moving, I would never recommend it for anyone that has any sort of anxiety disorder or depression. I mean, becoming more mindful and realizing like thoughts and the interconnectedness of thoughts and feelings and all of that, just learning about it is a curse and a blessing, in terms of like it's a double-edged sword. Because as much as you like when you didn't understand psychology, you kind of just like did whatever default, I guess, things you would do. You would just do what you did. You wouldn't really be aware of the interconnection between your thoughts, emotions, and your behaviors and all that, right? And you might end up with neuroses later in life because of all of this maladaptive coping mechanisms that you utilize to deal with all the moves that you did. Like for me, I moved many times in my life, at least 6, 7, 8, probably half a dozen. And so that sucks, right? Once I started learning about psychology and then this move started happening, though, the problem, like you think it's going to be great, it's actually worse though, because you realize more and more how much things just suck, how much more like you realize that, yeah, okay, your mini fridge is unplugged and it caused mold, and it really isn't your fault. You come to realize that's the way it is. There's nothing you can really do about that. I mean, if I wasn't really kind of like learned about psychology and I came home to this mini fridge with mold, I mean, I don't know what I'd do. I would be like, I'd be seriously like, what the fuck? Screaming, expletive, probably kick it a couple times. And then, I don't know, I'd probably bring it to the garage and throw it out because I wouldn't want to see it anymore. Really, that's what my whole thought process would be. It'd be like, fuck it. Fuck it, and the horse you ran in on. And what I mean by that is, I'm thinking that perhaps I got into an argument with one of the movers. They wanted me to move my car so they could put the furniture here, and the guy called me a retard. So no, I'm not going to move my fucking car. And it caused a big, dad's like, you have to move it. Now, next time that happens, in terms of like if someone puts me down like that, I'm not going to do what they, in terms of like, if like, I'm trying to say is if the situation was reversed, I wouldn't have moved the car. I would have said, no, you called me a retard, I'm not moving the car, so who's the retard now? Like something like that. I mean, seriously, just fuck you. I mean, who the fuck are you to me? I don't know who you are. You're just moving shit around in my house, right? I don't know who you are. You expect that I'm gonna cooperate with you or be jovial with you or even have a professional relationship. Why? I'm not selling this house. I simply exist here. You don't know me, and frankly, you probably don't want to get to know me. So just go do your shit, right? Get the fuck out of my way. Like, let me live my own life. Let me live my life. And when people are saying you sound angry, it's because I am angry. Because the things that are happening to me are anger feeding, or fulfill anger. They fulfill the requirements of someone who would get angry for these things, right? I don't have anyone to talk to about this. It's like COVID. You can't just go out and get a boyfriend, not unless you want to get fucking all that. So, and the third thing I want to wrap up with this, which is super weird, and I want to really talk about this, is that my father, he recently realized my videos that I made because I guess he asked for my YouTube channel name, and he listens to all my videos, and it's super creepy because he would comment in real life about things that he saw in the videos, and then when I would like try to explain them further, he would just look at me like, oh wow, that's really complicated. Like there would be no kind of like, he's such a simple man. He's what in modern society we call a useful idiot. All right, he's a very simple man. Some people say there's nothing wrong with being simple is safe or whatever, right? That's nice. You don't live when you're simple. You become the bitch. You allow the light. You allow life to just put its will on you. And trust me, I was that way. I was this simple Muslim. Don't bother anybody. It's wrong to be gay. You realize you're not living your life when you're doing that. You're letting other people tell you how to live your life so that you can be relieved of that burden, so you can focus on, I don't know, your little micro things like your fucking phone games you can play, your, I don't know, just your overall just, oh, look at me, my life's in order because I fake it till I make it. One guy, and I'm going to end on this, one guy in a class at an Islamic kind of seminar said, basically, fake it till you make it. Not in relation to homosexuality. He talked about basically, like, you know, in terms of like repairing the soul and all the spirituality and all that stuff. I get it, you know. Like, some people aren't going to be like higher in spirituality than other people, so it's good to just fake it till you make it. I get that. How I understood it, though, was also that perhaps he was speaking directly to me because, you know, OCPD and Islamic spiritualism, that's what I was Muslim. It was like a way to, it was like him giving me advice saying, don't be gay, continue to just fake it, right? That you're straight. And to me, I mean, I'm sure there's lots of gay Muslims out there who perhaps have that same idea that just fake it till you make it. It's not going to work. It is not going to work unless you have completely supporting parents and very little life stressors going on in your life at that time. Most of the time, your parents are going to sit you down and say, we don't want you, you know, to be with this guy. So, because I remember distinctly that happened. So, yeah, I wanted to make a quick rant here about how first of all, moving is stressful and how I lost my mini fridge. Number two, how in the future when someone puts me down, I'm not gonna just acquiesce to what they say. I'm gonna be like standing up. I may even lose my temper. I'll try my, you know, I may lose my temper though, because this is the first time I'm doing this. I'm kind of standing up for myself. I'd be like, yeah, fuck you. I'm not moving. You called me a retard. Now who's a retard? Something like that. And it's wrong to just, you know. Anyway, I got. I don't know. I have this nerdy way around me, so perhaps thought I was. Retard is cool code for someone who doesn't fit in. Fuck all those people who fit in and want to be part of the crowd, and I hate it. So I'm gonna stop talking before this video gets banned for like hate speech or something. But I just want to end with that. Number 3, for Muslims out there who are gay, don't fake it till you make it. Okay, really, like, dig down deep inside. You really want to fake your sexuality? Think back to when you're still forming your ideas in your life. High school, whatever. Would those ideas still be congruent now with what you're doing about faking it till you make it? Because when you get into Islam, you realize, oh, our education is somehow superior to public education, right? The secret knowledge passed from generation to generation. And I got nothing against that. It's just, look at the attitude it creates of superiority towards the secular world. There's that huge religion versus secularity. This huge conflict. It's because of this. It's because we think we know the only secret answer to everything, and everybody else is wrong because they don't know our secret. All right. So, ended there. Remember, guys, stay with it.